In this module, we will continue on the discussion on the minerals. In our previous module, we discussed about different minerals, especially we focused on the phosphorus. But in this module, we will focus on other minerals and other elements that is mostly required in a very trace amount. So you can see that those elements having the atomic numbers from 23 to 30 and 40, they are having, we can call it as trace element having the biological interest. So that's mostly the 9 different trace elements. So the concentration in this case of the manganese, iron and zinc are the most critical for the production of secondary metabolites. So different trace elements and different metals even, that is required according to the nature of the product. Just an example, if we talk about the production of different enzymes in which these minerals and the metals act as the cofactor, then we have to add that metal ion, that minerals that contain that particular element. Either that is, we have to add in a very trace amount. So here in almost all kind of the secondary metabolic pathway or a system in which the sufficient data has been reported by different workers for the production of different products and their effect. So as concerned, when we see there is the relationship of such compounds. So sometimes if we add these minerals in amount, then sometimes that become a toxic. So it depends upon that some of the primary and secondary microbial products whose yields are affected by the concentration of these trace elements greater than that which we required by that process, but we add in a enough amount, either that is present. Sometimes it happens if the water quality is not good, which we are using for the industrial medium, that contain a number of salts that contain unwanted minerals that affect the product. Same way, we have to be very critical while putting some minerals and the trace elements in the medium. So if we already know that what kind of the salts and the minerals are already present in the water, then we should calculate the requirement of such kind of the trace elements. You can see in this table that there are the different trace elements that require for different products. You can see here manganese and manganese for bacitracin and protease production, and gentamicin production required cobalt, and riboflavin need iron and cobalt, and then mitomycin and other products. You can see here that these are the different trace elements required for the production of different products. You can see here for the production of penicillin needs iron, zinc and copper. For the production of citric acid, that is also having the same kind of iron, zinc and copper. So these are the different products reported by different workers and their need of the trace elements that should be in the medium. So in some case, chlorine does not appear to play a nutritional role in the metabolism of the body in case of the fungi, but it is, however, that required by some halophilic bacteria. But when chlorine containing metabolites is produced, so that is used by, as you have seen here, some halophilic bacteria. What are halophilic bacteria? These are halophilic bacteria that has the ability to grow on high salt concentration. So the most important compound that need the chlorine, that is chlorotetracycline and grisofulvin. So in case of the grisofulvin, the production, the adequate available of chlorine and chlorides are provided by the inclusion of at least 0.1% of potassium chloride. So, chloride provided by the complex organic material that also include some nitrogen sources, as we have discussed in nitrogen sources while selecting organic sources. So, that also contains some chlorine compounds and chlorine content. So, as concerned some other products and metabolite production that need the chlorine, that is you can see here cladribomycin, nornidonins, and here you can see here the three products which mostly needs the chloride ions present in the medium.